Hey, everybody. I'm Dr. Christopher Vogelman, along with a lovely and talented wife of mine.
Hi, Maggie.
Maggie and Dr. And we own an agency called Maximize Your Media. And as an extension of that, or actually, those of you who've been watching the last couple of days, you've gotten her backstory, which she's the main inspiration for most of what we're doing, which is helping people to educate themselves on creating a business that they can run and build from home.
That, or just supplement maybe some of the income. You know, there's a lot happening in the last few months that have left a lot of people, in pretty bad financial situations. So, and here in the last couple of days, we've been trying to give you guys ideas of things that you can do. Today, we're going to talk about courses.
Digital courses, not a written course that you're going to have to send to somebody in a package and have them clean it for COVID.
So between the two of us, we have a lot of education.
We were told this morning at breakfast that we are overly educated.
Yes, our 13-year-old said, your kids are overly educated. I'm like, okay, well, there's something for you. And guys, there's just so many. This is one thing I love about working from home is the constant learning, just because, we're a little nerdy over here. I love buying courses and learning from experts out there, because I'm not the expert in everything that we do. You can't be. You can't be. It's really hard. I would rather be known for Pinterest.
I think you'd rather be known for creating authentic Mexican recipes that are easy for the home cook.
That is actually my tagline.
The big one.
That's my tagline. If you know me from Mom Meg's Kitchen, yes, that is my thing. I'm authentic Mexican food. That's my deal. But as far as the whole thing, what's involved in blogging, I would say Pinterest is definitely my jam. I'm really getting into Instagram though. I'm kind of loving it.
Yeah, she's also a stats nerd.
Yeah, I really like stats.
I was a C student in stats. She was an A student. So.
I love my stats. All right, so we got some notes for you guys and some stuff that we're going to talk about.
I got notes too.
All right, so
who's got the better notes?
You're going to share notes.
I'll share, because sharing is caring. So the first thing I have up here is, what is a digital course?
So a digital course is an expert has come out, put together, videoed a bunch of stuff that they know. And they sell it to you, and you watch it, you learn what they know, and boom, there you go.
And it's delivered online instead of a physical package. Many times we've had in the past, you've responded to infomercials and things like that on TV, like buy my real estate course and learn how to flip houses for $0 down and get people to pay you to flip their house.
Yeah, so it's a course, but it's online.
Yeah,
and you get it.
And it's delivered digitally. So I refer to it as the magic of selling electrons. No inventory. Anyway, because we came out of the e-commerce space too, where we had inventory of bike lights, LED flashlights, and other things. I know, but what I'm saying is the advantage of a digital course is no inventory, no traveling to China, no dealing with people, no crazy competition when somebody finds out that you have a particular thing that's going well.
Wait, so I've written, I don't know, three.
You've got three editions.
3 editions of the Pinterest course.
Pin it to win it.
Pin it to win it. I've written a few courses on that one. And guys, what I love about it is that you create it once and then you just sell it. Yeah. And it's once, and then you sell it, and it's like, you just get money. I love that. That's super, super awesome.
It's sort of an educational ATM.
So how do you create it, Dr. Vogelman?
How do you create it? Well, it depends. It depends is actually the best one too. One way, which is actually one of the ways that I'm really starting to love, is by doing a series of live broadcasts. The reality is a lot of people I know have actually sold digital courses, and they create it as they go along.
Yeah, but how did I do it? I did it.
Oh, well, you did it very differently. So we'll give you an example of the Pin It to Win It course from the lovely and talented Mama Maggie. So basically, that's the dryer. Okay, so the value of working from home, clearly working from home. So basically, she had an outline of the things that she wanted to say, and did actually a screenshot. She did a screen share series of videos I don't think you even showed your face except at the beginning and the end, saying, "Hey, I'm Mama Maggie. Here's what I've done. This is my experience, and let's go and educate." And so basically, it was the view of your laptop. We translated those into videos, and then we edited them slightly, not a lot, and stuck them up onto Vimeo, which we use for hosting because, well, it's a little safer than YouTube, and we can kind of control who gets the video and the sharing of the video. So, and then put it all together, stuck it into a course hosting platform. Yeah. So we use a hosting platform. Some people use Kajabi, some people use ClickFunnels for hosting a course, some people use any number of other things, but we actually use a product called Teachery. Teachery.co, which is a product from a friend of mine, actually friends of mine, Jason and Carolyn Zook. And so we basically load up the lessons. We have the little screenshots in there, and then we can also monitor a student's progress along the way. And you have your landing pages in there. You can put coupons in there for a discount if you go to an event and want to offer something special. Well, nowadays we have virtual events.
Hey guys, it took me, the first time I did it, it took me longer because I was still kind of, how do I do this thing, It took me about a week to put it together, a couple of hours every day for a week. Now I've got a little better, and I know how to.
You can crank it on in a day or two. Right?
Yeah, I can edit things differently now, and it's so much easier. And like I said, you do it once, and then you just sell it a bunch of times. That's actually your next thing. So how much do you sell courses? How much do courses go?
I actually have courses selling towards the end because sales is a crazy thing nowadays, only because of COVID and everything else. There's a lot of price flexibility. I can tell you that previously we were selling, for example, this course was a $300 course, like $297, $299. We gave a discount of 50% off for certain events and certain people. And then we would, perhaps even give them a coupon so they could get something extra special. And so, the sale price is a little flexible because of the tremendous changes in the world. So nowadays, the low-end courses, which used to be maybe $97 or $149, some of them are running in the sweet spot range, which is $27 to $37. And that's only because it's considered to still be sort of disposable, discretionary, almost pocket money. Like, okay, it's under $40, sure, I can probably do that. But and I've seen high-end courses where people are selling them for $1997, $2,000 courses. A lot of them are taking maybe 50% off. So there's pricing. Pricing is a little elastic depending upon the situation in the world. And so this is not your typical time.
And guys, this is the quickest way to learn from an expert and get a bunch of information. Do you know what I mean? Like I said, not everybody knows what I know about Pinterest. Well, it's a lot cheaper to buy my course than to hire me for an hour or two. And you're going to learn just about everything that I know. And it's huge. It's a huge advantage. There's some huge advantages to
so a course, it's interesting because you can actually develop expertise in a certain area just through having experience. Let's say that you got really good at Instagram, you're great at it, you're learning more about it all the time, and you put together your own course on Instagram if you wanted to, for doctors or for home cooks or for food bloggers or for creative people. So leveraging your expertise and your experience can be done through the digital course creation.
Yeah, that's huge. So, for example, let's say that, and you've been talking a lot about social media, right? So, because obviously we're in the world of social media. It could be fishing, fly fishing, or it could be perhaps you develop
woodworking, knitting,
photography,
wreath creation.
Yeah, all of that. People are hunting and looking and trying to find out how to do these things.
Could do a digital course on hunting.
Yeah, cleaning. Yeah,
thriving in pandemic times. Easy recipes for the COVID age.
There are so many things that you can put out there. I know you're probably thinking this chick's insane, but seriously, guys, I'm not kidding you. People will buy them. Put it out there and try it.
So the how-to creation is interesting. And the other thing is too, it's going to require a little bit of research. So see what kinds of courses are already out there. I mean, I'm sure many of you have already purchased courses if you're watching this video. And perhaps you've thought about blogging, so you bought a blogging course. Or perhaps you thought about, in the old days it was answer this ad and make big bucks by stuffing envelopes at home. Those were pretty scammy. Or some of you may have tried network marketing, so-called MLM stuff. All of these different types of things need, they need experts, or they need trusted advisors. So that's the thing. You can gain expertise, gain a lot of experience, and make yourself a trusted advisor. As I said to one person yesterday, all you have to do is to be one trick ahead of the dog.
That's pretty good.
I mean, not that your clients are going to be dogs.
No. But that's also a great way to show that you're an expert in something. Okay, so let's say that, you have a blog and it's on photography, okay, we'll slap a course next to that. People are like, hey, wait, that's pretty cool. This guy's got a course. That's another level of showing, hey, I'm legit. I know what I'm talking about. How
to do wedding photography, how to do product photography, how to do food photography.
Oh my gosh.
That's a biggie.
That's a biggie in my world.
Yeah, and landscaping too. So those are the types of things, landscape photography, all those types of things.
All right, so how do you drive traffic to it?
To me, it's less important about driving traffic as figuring out who needs your course. Because I have done this before, which is create a course and nobody came. So the old adage, like from Field of Dreams, if you build it, they will come. It ain't necessarily so. Don't try to start something completely original, because the reality is there may not be enough people to buy your course, and it may be hard to reach them. The traffic thing is a whole other story, but how to create it is what we talked about a little bit earlier, because you may want to do it in written form. You may want to do it in video form, which is what Mama Maggie, I want to call you Mama Maggie. I think I'm stuck on the food blog. Maggie created video.
Oh boy. Yeah. And some people do all three, where they have it written, they have an audio, and then they also have the video.
And that commands a higher price, by the way. When we're talking about prices earlier, you might have a $47 course that is just written, for example, or it just contains videos. But if you have the PDF, if you take the little bit of extra time to transcribe your videos into a written form, and also if you strip out the audio and create just an MP3 that people can listen to while they're doing other things, that almost triples or quadruples the perceived value of that course.
All right,
so the question always is, what problem are you trying to solve? So the course needs to solve a problem and produce a result for somebody. That's the real key. So somebody may ask, how do I create digital courses? So if you have an expertise in that, you can put together an entire program on all the various steps that you need to follow to create a digital course, because you're going to need an email list. You're going to need to nurture your audience. You're going to need a Facebook group and other places, and you're going to need to have a plan of action to get people to know, like, and trust you enough to actually pull out their credit card or send a carrier pigeon with a $100 bill to buy your course. Not that many people send carrier pigeons with $100 bills.
Well, for me, one of the greatest and easiest ways to get in front of a lot of potential buyers is business groups.
Oh, and Facebook groups too.
Facebook business groups where people are coaching and they need experts. And let's say you're in the photography niche, there are groups out there. Well, go and ask them, do you need an expert? People are always looking for, especially the admins are looking for expert speakers to their people, and ask them, hey, you know what? I'm willing to offer your people a 50% discount, or JV with them.
Or just be helpful for a while until such time as you develop that trust. Because for Maggie, one of her big things was going into different Facebook groups and simply answering people's questions about Pinterest.
Yeah, that was huge for me. And then they would come back and ask me, okay, so what is it that you offer? And it would be like, okay, well, if you can't offer me, or if you can't hire me for doing your Pinterest, or let's say you can't hire me one-on-one, hey, here's also this course. I mean, there were different options for them. And yeah, I mean, huge. I mean, I can't even remember how many, I can't even count how many groups I've spoken to about Pinterest.
Yeah, and some people who already have their own coaching groups or inner circles or other things would invite her in to maybe do a presentation for 25 minutes or 50 minutes on Pinterest. And that kept building her authority. So she went from 0 in Pinterest to the hero in Pinterest.
So the other thing is when you are starting from 0 like that, for example, and people haven't gotten to know you or they don't know you, you're almost using their know, like, and trust in that whole thing. So in going to the admin saying, hey, by the way, can you help me here? I would love to speak to your people. And guys, it's so easy to do that. Of course, you do have to go and talk to people. There are other ways to drive traffic to your course, though.
Yeah, I mean, you can. So the ways we're talking about right now are ways that you can drive traffic to your course organically. But the truth of the matter is, you're probably going to spend at least a little bit of money on Facebook ads or Google ads, or perhaps you even do YouTube ads to get more eyeballs. And of course, later. That gets into the whole thing about audience creation and finding your target audience, knowing your avatar, all those other things, but we don't have time for that.
Yeah, no, I mean, that in itself, yeah, you spend some money to get some money back. That's not
But it's
a bad
not a lot.
investment.
If you're spending $1 to make $3, I can do that all day long until eternity. It's not bad. That's like an ATM for you. So driving traffic is one of those things that we talk about a lot, because if you want to do lives, it takes a while to get enough traction and to, for example, in Facebook, to appease the Zuck book and the gods that handle the algorithm. And so it may take 2 months, 3 months, even 6 months to get that traction. But if you are consistent, if you're consistently showing up, being helpful, answering people's questions, and along the way, developing more and more expertise and experience, I'm willing to bet any of you, actually all of you watching right now, can package something that in a digital course.
Oh yeah, if everyone is an expert in something.
Yeah, I mean, I had a chiropractic practice, and I had to be HR for my employees. I had to be good at advertising, which is way back in the day was direct mail, newspaper ads, yellow pages, and way back in the 70s when I was an undergrad, it was my first big exposure to direct mail. And so, I used to try to get advertisers for a magazine I was working at. I would clip ads, stick things onto a letter, send it out, and keep having these things. So I developed, with no expertise whatsoever, but just through experience, how to do direct mail.
So all of that, nowadays, we don't have to deal with that. Like, that sounds super.
It was a lot of work.
It's a lot easier now.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to be able to get in front of a lot of people, and cheaper too, because I mean, right now ads are so
ads are super cheap.
Super cheap.
You're paying 50% less, in some cases 75% less than you were back in February. Actually, although Christmas are super expensive time to buy ads. So anyway, so we don't have any questions. Somebody is here. Elizabeth Hernandez.
Hola. Is that?
It's not the Elizabeth Hernandez you're thinking, or is it?
No, from Instagram? Is that what I'm thinking of?
Yes, probably. She found us on Instagram. Actually, no, she liked the Dr. Vogelman page. I think that's how we got to her. So, hola.
Well, nice to see you. Hi.
That's great. So if you have any questions, just let us know here. We're keeping these things pretty short, so we've only been on here since about 11 after. And this is only an 18-minute thing. So
she says yes. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
That's good. So, guys, why we're doing this is, like I said, we're trying to give you guys ideas on what you can do from home.
Yeah.
What can supplement your income, or maybe even become a business all on its own.
Yeah.
Yesterday, the first day, we talked about blogging, which a lot of people know me for Maggie's Kitchen. And yesterday, we were talking about our social media business, our management business, which is Maximize Your Media. Today, we were talking about courses. And being
a virtual assistant.
And being a virtual
you don't
assistant.
have to have an agency to be able to make money online.
Yeah. Now, tomorrow, we're going to be talking about, I think we're talking about the physical products. We've done all of this, guys. We've done
physical
all of
products.
Physical products.
Hello, Shopify, Amazon, and all the sellers at sea.
He flew to China.
I was in China. I caught China lung.
He flew to China to go get our products.
Get products, man.
He was
That was a little insane.
That was a little insane. Oh, man.
Hey, the good news is China supposedly has much cleaner air now, but they also have more COVID now. So,
He came back. He had this horrible lungs.
Hey, that only lasted 3.5 or 4 months.
It was 3 to 4 months, guys.
China, I call it China lung.
We have some experience and a lot of stuff. So tomorrow we'll talk about Amazon. If you guys have any questions.
Not just Amazon, but the ability to sell physical products off of Amazon, because we'll talk about the good, the bad, and the ugly of being on the Bezos platform.
So we'll talk more about that tomorrow. Guys, if you have any questions, let us know. We're here to answer them.
Yeah, hit us up. Put comments under the video. You may have seen this in Maximize Your Media. You may have seen this on my Twitter or, in any number of other places today. But the thing is, make your comments here. If you need to reach out to us on Maximize Your Media on the Facebook page, shoot us a direct message and we can answer your questions too. So,
okay, we will see you guys mañana.
Tomorrow. Sorry, we're a little late today. Tomorrow we'll try to be on time at 11 o'clock Pacific.
It's Father's
11.
Day.
It is Father's Day, but it's not Stepfather's Day, so I'll be here. And you can always watch us on the replay. Just hashtag replay down below if you're watching this after hours. All right, see you later. Hasta mañana. Ciao.